Welcome to episode number 244, where I'm talking about Ayurvedic cleansing and my Digestive Reset Cleanse program and why it's so important to take time out to give your body and mind some much needed TLC by simplifying your diet to help eliminate any stored toxins in the fat cells, eating nurturing and healing foods, reducing stress, practicing mindfulness practices, and bringing awareness to your body and mind. So please stay tuned. Welcome to the Elements of Ayurveda podcast. I'm your host, Colette, and I hope to educate and empower you to take charge of your health and well-being, preventing disease in the body and mind so that you can thrive in life. I will be sharing the holistic teachings of Ayurveda, which is the ancient healing tradition from India. Now, if you're new to Ayurveda, I recommend listening to the first couple of episodes where I do an introduction to Ayurveda and the mind-body types. And if you like the content, please be sure to subscribe or follow the podcast so the new episodes will automatically download for you. Also, you may want to check out my private Elements community, which is away from social media. It's a safe space for like-minded people to come together, to connect, to share, to support each other, and to continue the conversation from the podcast episodes. Check out the link in the show notes or visit my website, elementshealingandwellbeing.com, and just click on the community tab. And I hope to connect with you there. Thanks for listening. And now here's a new episode. Imagine this, studying Ayurveda and yoga in the elements on a mountaintop campus on the central coast of California amidst the redwoods overlooking Monterey Bay. Well, there's no need to imagine because this is the location of Mount Madonna Institute, which is a regionally accredited institution whose programs are recognized by NAMA. They offer the Ayurvedic Health Counselor and Ayurvedic Practitioner programs, as well as the unique WASC accredited Master of Arts in Ayurveda. Their community of students meet monthly on the mountaintop with complimentary online sessions held weekly. Students dive deeply into Ayurvedic medicine and the study of classical yoga and Sanskrit round out the curriculum. MMI also offers an Ayurvedic yoga therapy program, which is approved by both NAMA and IAYT. You looking where to begin? Well, look no further. Mount Madonna Institute. Visit them online and see what they have to offer. And you'll find that link in the show notes. Hey there, and welcome back to the Elements of Ayurveda podcast. It's me, Colette, doing a solo episode today because I want to talk about all your cleansing questions. Get a lot of questions on Ayurvedic cleansing, and in particular on my Digestive Reset Cleanse program. So today I'm going to answer your questions. Now, cleansing the body is an important part of our self-care routine and plays a major role in keeping the doshas in balance and preventing disease. Just like we cleanse our external body, our homes, and our cars, we need to regularly cleanse our internal body to help eliminate any buildup of toxins and to maintain the balance of the doshas so that our body can operate in optimal conditions. Even if we're making the right choices in regards what we're putting in our body, healthy food, and what we're putting on our body like natural products, we are still exposed to many toxins in our environment every day. Our body works hard to process these toxins. However, they can accumulate in our body and create a burden on our bodily systems. Ayurveda teaches us that we also produce internal toxins called ama, which are a toxic byproduct of poor digestion. It's basically undigested food, and it's this sticky, white, yellowish, putrid substance that can create lots of problems throughout the body. A sample of this ama, which you can see, is on your tongue every morning when you wake up, that coating, which can be white, yellow. Sometimes if it's pitta imbalanced, it can go towards green or orangish color. That is ama on our tongue in the morning. That's why we scrape our tongue every morning. And ama is said to be the bedrock of disease in Ayurveda. Now, general signs of ama in the body are a lack of appetite or perhaps distaste for food or aversion to food, a weak or delayed digestion, maybe feeling bloated, heavy, lethargic after food, tiredness, and just a general lack of energy, excessive saliva, sluggish bowel movements, feeling feverish, feeling heavy in the body and foggy in the mind, a coated tongue. Even after scraping, you feel like you have a lot of ama on the tongue and it's very thick, cloudy white phlegm, sticky mucus in the body, bad breath and bad body odor, and swelling in the body too. All these are general signs of ama. Now, these signs of ama are a result of improper digestion, and therefore we should really pay attention to these signs and work on improving our digestive fire or our agni and making sure that it's working efficiently. Because if we ignore these early signs of ama accumulation in the body, it can lead to bigger health issues later on. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on the manifestation of disease in this episode, as I covered that in detail in episode number 64 titled Ayurveda and the 6 Stages of Disease. So if you haven't already listened to that or understand the manifestation of disease in the body according to Ayurveda, I really recommend you check it out. Really interesting information from Ayurveda there. So along with ama, the doshas also accumulate in our body, and particularly during their particular season. For example, pitta can accumulate during a hot summer season. Vata can accumulate during a cool, dry autumn season. And kapha can accumulate during a wet spring. This accumulation can result in an excess of the doshas in the body at the end of that season. And this excess of doshas can create imbalances in the body. For example, if we don't eliminate excess pitta or that heat in the body, that accumulation of heat in the body at the end of the summer, it will cause pitta aggravations in the body and mind. And it will also dry out vata as we move into vata season of autumn, and therefore aggravate vata too. So not only is that accumulation of pitta or the accumulation of heat in the body a problem for pitta at the end of the summer, but it also causes imbalances and aggravations for vata as we move into vata season of autumn. Similarly, at the end of spring, if we don't eliminate the excess kapha at that time, because spring is kapha season when it's wet and damp and there's a lot of moisture, this excess kapha will cause kapha aggravations and may cause blockages for pitta during the summer season that's to follow. So cleansing the body is the most effective way we have to eliminate excess doshas and ama, bringing the body and mind back into balance. And taking time to give your body some much needed TLC is really important. And you do this by simplifying your food to give your digestive system a rest, nurturing your body with healing foods that are right for your particular needs, your constitution, or your current imbalances, eliminating toxins that are stored away in the fat cells, reducing stress and practicing yoga, meditation, and pranayama, bringing awareness to your body and mind. All these practices will bring your body and mind into a place where it can heal and restore. So let me tell you about my cleansing program, as I get a lot of questions on this. And this program, it's called the Digestive Reset Cleanse. It's an Ayurvedic cleanse. And I do group cleanses at the joint of the seasons. So I'm doing one September 2nd, 2022. And that's at the joint, obviously, the summer and fall season. And it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, because as you'll hear in a moment, it's tailored to you and to your climate. And then I do another group discounted cleanse between the junction of spring and summer. I also provide private cleanses throughout the year, so it is beneficial to do this cleanse at any point you feel you're ready for it or you feel it's necessary. And the private cleanse, you obviously get to choose your own dates, and you have me one-on-one for support. So, as I said, my Digestive Reset Cleanse is a tailored program. It's tailored to each individual and tailored so that you can easily fit it into your lifestyle. You can work during the process and you can do it from home. So that's really important, that it doesn't cause extra stress for you. And I feel it's really important to have a tailored cleanse because each person is so different in regards to their doshic makeup, their health needs, their lifestyle, the climate they live in, what part of the world they're in, and their different likes and dislikes. So again, I really get to know the person and then tailor the cleanse to their needs and their lifestyle. The first step on this healing journey is a 90-minute one-to-one online consultation with me. And this is the only live component of this cleanse. Everything else is recorded and you can access it in a private cleanse page at any time. So in the 90-minute consultation, we have an in-depth conversation about your health status, your lifestyle, and we go into detail. We talk for about 60 minutes about your physical, mental, emotional health. And then after that chat, we go into the private cleanse page. And this is where all my cleanse information is housed. And we go through the cleanse structure in detail and see if we need to make any modifications for you in the structure. I show you where you can access all the recorded webinars, which detail the process in each week and what's happening in your body, and lots of detail there in those webinars. And we also go through each recipe, and I'm taking the information that I learned from you in our chat, and then I'm tailoring all these recipes, and we put a strategy together for cooking so that it fits into your lifestyle. Now, once we've gone through the cleanse structure in each recipe, we go to the mindfulness section. And this is where I want to bring in the self-care, the morning and evening routines, and the mindfulness practices. And again, it really varies from person to person and how much time they have, and what fits into their lifestyle. But I have yoga videos, and I suggest what yoga videos are best for you and what time is best for you to practice, giving your lifestyle and your commitments, and for how long. Not everybody's going to be able to do a whole hour yoga video. So maybe it's a 10-minute or 20-minute practice that you have time for, and that's perfectly fine. And then I also suggest some types of meditation and what type of meditation is best for you. And again, how to fit it into your day and for how long. And also some breath practices. And we fit those in again into your day and what type of breath practice is good for your current imbalance or your constitution. This episode is sponsored by New World Ayurveda. If you're interested in working with client case studies from day one of your training, consider becoming an Ayurvedic practitioner through New World Ayurveda School. This way you learn the theory of Ayurveda at the same time as you learn how to apply it practically. Get a head start on working with clients by learning Ayurveda through being exposed to the most common problems clients face and how to correct them with diet, lifestyle, and herbs. The other interesting thing about New World Ayurveda is that you start learning pulse diagnosis from the very first day. They have had the most experience teaching Ayurveda online than any other Ayurveda school, and they have developed ways of teaching pulse diagnosis at a distance. And you get the chance to study Ayurveda with an MD through Ayurveda's premier online school, New World Ayurveda. For more information, go to newworldayurveda.com, and you'll also find that link in the show notes. So let me detail the cleanse structure. It's 21 days, but you're only cleansing for 1 week. So don't worry. The first 7 days of the cleanse are just preparation. It's all about preparing your body for cleansing by drinking a lovely digestive tea and gradually eliminating over the week any caffeine, any refined sugars, and any highly processed foods. That's basically foods where you don't recognize the ingredients on the label. And by doing this gradual elimination in preparation week, in the first 7 days of the cleanse, you will have a smoother transition into cleanse week, and you'll avoid any of those caffeine headaches. So there are no specific foods to eat in preparation week in week 1. However, I will give you guidance from your consultation, because in the consultation we talk in depth about what you're eating, when you're eating, and how you're eating. So I'll be giving you lots of advice on what to eat in week 1. But like I said, there's no particular cleanse foods to prepare. And then after preparation week, our body is ready to move into cleanse week. And this is the week where you're eating lovely, nurturing, cleanse foods. And it's important to note this. A lot of people, when they hear the word cleanse, they think they're fasting. And this is not a fast. You are eating 3 meals per day. And again, each meal is tailored to your needs. And some people require more food than others. And for some people, it's really important not to go hungry for too long, in particular for vata and pitta. So I make sure there's enough food. You're tuning into your real signs of hunger, but when you feel hungry, you're eating. So this is why an individualized program is really important, because again, everyone has different needs. In Cleanse Week, we're using ghee as the cleansing ingredient. And I think you're all familiar with this magical clarified butter, which has many healing properties. But in regards to cleansing, it aids digestion, elimination, and helps to cleanse the body. And let me tell you how it does that. So when our body is overwhelmed with toxins, the body stores those toxins in the fat cells so that they're not circulating in our system and causing damage. When we consume ghee daily during a cleanse, the ghee is attracted to the fats in our body. Fat attracts fat, and the ghee pulls out the stored fat-soluble toxins from the tissues and brings them into the gastrointestinal tract, allowing them to be eliminated from the body. Now, in a supervised panchakarma at an Ayurvedic clinic, you would take liquid medicated ghee every morning in increasing amounts. However, because you're doing this digestive reset cleanse at home, it's not safe to do that unsupervised. And also, drinking ghee can be very challenging. So I have a lovely recipe for ghee balls, which we use to make the process of taking ghee more tasty and safe for doing it at home. What we're basically doing with the ghee is we're oiling and softening the body internally, and externally we're using oil on the body, doing the Abhyenga oil massage daily to help in the release of toxins. We're also providing the body with easy digestible meals during week 2, during cleanse week, which are balancing for your constitution. And we're having khichdi for lunch and a couple of different soups for dinner. And again, these recipes are tailored to each person, and the amounts of food are also tailored to each person. So that's week 2, cleanse week, particular cleansing foods tailored to each person. And then after cleanse week, we do an elimination day, and this is on day 16 of the cleanse. And in the group cleanse, we have this falling on a Saturday. And if this needs to be adjusted for your schedule, that's possible. And obviously in a private cleanse, you would get the option to choose your own dates. So on elimination day, you take a mild purgative in the morning to help eliminate any remaining toxins out of the body. Now, it's nothing dramatic. You won't have a lot of urgency, but you may have some loose bowel movements. So you do want to be at home on this day. And it's really a day to rest, eat simple foods as your digestion might be a little sensitive. And it's also a good time to journal about any emotions that are surfacing, as this cleanse is not just a physical cleanse, but it's an emotional cleanse also. And depending on the person, I do recommend that during the cleanse, when you feel old memories or emotions arising, that you help to digest those old emotions by writing, journaling, or talking to somebody, or doing some creative practices. Different modalities work for different people. But it is important to be aware of that a lot of emotions may surface during this cleanse, and it's an opportunity to digest them and to release them from the body. And then after elimination day, we move into week 3. And week 3 is all about rejuvenation, because a cleanse can leave you feeling pretty depleted. Therefore, this is where you want to eat lots of nurturing, nourishing foods to help build back up a strong foundation of cells and tissues. There's no set menu in this week, as I want to encourage each person now to have the confidence in choosing their own meal for their constitution. However, I do offer sample menus and lots of recipes. And I'm also on hand throughout the cleanse for guidance and support. Now, talking about support, If you do the group discounted cleanse, I have a private forum on my website where I communicate with the group, and you can chat with other people from around the world who are also on the cleanse. And it's really great for accountability and support. People share their photos of their dishes in there and chat with each other. And as I said earlier, the next group cleanse starts September 2nd. And if that date doesn't work for you, there's always the option to do the private cleanse and choose your own dates. The structure is the same for both private and group cleanses. It's just that the only difference is the private cleanse, you choose your own dates and you get me one-on-one for support. Now, there are many benefits to cleansing the body and mind on a regular basis. And not only do you eliminate the toxins that are stored in your fat cells, but you're also improving digestion and elimination. You're gaining a deeper understanding of your unique body and mind and how to eat and what to eat and when to eat. It helps you maintain a healthy body weight for your constitution. And it helps you establish a daily dinacharya or self-care practices along with mindfulness practices like yoga, meditation, and pranayama. The cleanse brings mental clarity and improved awareness, a calm nervous system, improved sleep, and also it helps you restore balance, clarity, and energy. So lots and lots of benefits. And also as you do regular cleansing, it just goes deeper each time. You're more comfortable with the cleansing process. And for many people who come back and repeat cleanses with me, it's part of their lifestyle now. And on that note, if you do repeat cleanses, I give big discounts on repeat cleanses. I give 50% discount on private cleanses as a repeat client, and 60% discount on group cleanses as a repeat client. And talking about clients, I have a couple of testimonials that I want to share with you. You can find lots more on my website. And this testimonial is from Joanna in the Netherlands. And she says, Colette, thank you for the cleanse and all the support. I cannot thank you enough. I entered the cleanse thinking I was ahead of the curve, as I tend to be very healthy. However, there's always room for improvement. And this cleanse definitely demonstrated that. I was able to detox so much from the inside, but also my PMS symptoms, which went away magically. And my 24/7-hour brain shut off too. I felt inspired during week 2 and 3 and have introduced new ideas into my life and business. I'm feeling so renewed and think that this cleanse is a must for everyone. Besides new learnings and education, the process itself is quite magical. I highly recommend Colette's programs and cleanse. Her loving and caring nature is awesome. She is quick to respond and you never feel alone. I come from a background of having an autoimmune disease and know that this would help my clients as well as anyone wanting to boost their health to the next level. A deep inner cleanse without feeling hungry is amazing work. Thank you, Colette, for all that you do. Thank you, Joanna. And I have one other to share with you, and this is from Bojena in the States. This is my second time doing a cleanse with Colette, and I have been recommending it to anyone who will listen. What an amazing way to cleanse your body, mind, and soul, tune inward, and learn more about Ayurveda. My first cleanse got me hooked. I went from living an extremely unbalanced, fast-paced, unhealthy life to making a complete 180 and adopting Ayurveda as a lifestyle. Colette is extremely knowledgeable, empathetic, and organized, a combination that makes her an absolute rock star, setting you up for success in the perfect way for you, whether you're just dipping your toes into the world of Ayurveda or you've been following the path for years. Try the cleanse. You won't regret it. I even convinced my skeptic mother to go through it, and she says she has never felt better. Thank you, Colette. So there are just a couple of testimonials. You can find lots more testimonials on my website. And if you have any questions about the cleanse or any of my online services, book a free 15-minute services inquiry call on my website. I'll put the link in the show notes and we can chat in advance any questions you have. I'm more than happy to do that. So we'll just hop on a Zoom call and have a chat. And I just want to, in summary, say that this digestive reset cleanse really allows you to hit the reset button and unpack any physical and or emotional toxins holding you back from really living a healthy, happy, and fulfilling life. And again, this is something that Ayurveda recommends you do on a regular basis. And once you experience these shifts in your body, it will be something that you will just crave to do throughout the year. So that's it, all about Ayurvedic cleansing and my Digestive Reset Cleanse program. I hope I answered everyone's questions. And if you would like to join the upcoming discounted group cleanse starting September 2nd, just click on the link in the show notes or visit my website, elementshealingandwellbeing.com. For the discounted group cleanse starting September 2nd, go to the events tab. If you want to do a private cleanse and choose your own dates, click on the programs tab. And I look forward to connecting with you soon. If you think that this episode will be beneficial to family or friends, please share it with them so we can spread this wisdom. And if you would like to rate and review the podcast, I would really appreciate that. You can do that wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you haven't already subscribed or followed the podcast, please do so the new episodes will automatically download for you. I truly appreciate your support and for you tuning in every week. And I love to hear from you. So reach out if you have any questions or feedback, and you can find me on social media under Elements Healing and Wellbeing on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, take good care of yourself, be well, and bye for now. Slán go fóill.